So we're getting ready to visit the Bagdad graveyard. Bagdad is a ghost town. Well, it's not even a ghost town because there's absolutely nothing here. That is across the track. Now Bagdad, we're going to wait for this train to go by. So Bagdad is a town that was founded in 1883, I believe, and it was a town along the road here in the Mojave, and the road is Route 66, which is right there. Bagdad kind of went into ruin in the 1970s when they built Interstate 40, which is not too far from here, and of course people quit using 66. I think it's, you know, a little bit more active now because there's some things to see out here for tourists, and I've seen quite a few cars on this section of the road. All right, looks like the train is gone, so let's go visit the Bagdad, not cemetery. Well, yeah, Bagdad Cemetery. I kept calling it a graveyard, and Google was having a little trouble with that for some reason. All right, let's go visit it. We can't cross it. We have to walk across the tracks. Hopefully they don't arrest us, because technically that's illegal. But we're visiting a cemetery. Hopefully they'll have heart. The guys that might arrest us. All right, here we go into the wild blue yonder. We'll try to get across the tracks before a train comes. The good thing about out here is you can usually see the trains about 10 miles away. So, but there's a lot of, oh no, here comes the railroad police. This may be the end of my journey. We'll have to see. But we have to talk to this guy, I'm sure. His lights flashing, and I guess we're going to go to jail. We're going to go to jail, and who's go? All right. I'm going to look at my map again and see if we're in the right place. I think we're pretty close. The guy is actually Pinkerton Security, and he says as long as I don't get within 25 feet of the railroad, I'm fine. So he won't let me cross the tracks, which I don't blame him because that's his job. But he says he's got a place down here where I can drive across the tracks. He says that's fine. I'm just glad I did not get up on the track, so I think he would have just let me go. He's a cool dude. All right, so here's the deal. The Pinkerton agent brought me to this road here, which is a ways from the cemetery, which is down there by those little orange buildings, if you can see them. He said I can park here. That's perfectly legal. That's a legal crossing. And he says as long as I stay off 25 feet from the tracks, I'm okay. Now, the thing is, this road that I'm on is closed because it goes to some weird, there's some fenced in stuff that looks government, or maybe it's, I don't know what it is, over there. So we can't go that way. But we're going to walk down the erosion berm here. This is little berms that they build so that the water, when it comes down off the desert, hits this and flows certain ways to culverts. And these are all over the place. By the way, I'll show you what that crossing looks like right there. And again, the agent said anybody can cross there. Just want you to know that it's not an easy walk for some people. A lot of ups and downs. Boys, I should have brought about 2 gallons of water with me. This would be a quick visit. This is kind of interesting. Look at this can right here. Hopefully no scorpions in it. This has solder in the center, and that's the manufacturing part of the manufacturing process. But the lip right here hasn't been soldered. But so we could date this can to within a couple of decades, and it certainly predates World War II. There's a lot of World War II stuff out here, but that's, I'm just going to guess on this, but I'm going to guess earlier, some 1900s, maybe late 1800s. Don't quote me on that though. I have been wrong before about such matters. I just want to show you this. These are big dig holes where people dug out trash pits. And you can see all the cans and stuff. So they're probably looking for bottles. Yep, all kinds of junk here. Now keep in mind, we were parked right there when we talked to the Pinkerton agent. Well, after all that talking and that long journey and almost getting arrested, we are at the Bagdad Cemetery. What a place to live out here, huh? I don't see any way in, so... Oh, that's barbed wire. We're just going to step over this cable. Try to get out of the wind so maybe you can hear better. This is a cemetery here, and you see all the little plots. where people are buried. It's very common out here when you see the old graves, especially on the desert, where they just make a big pile of rocks over them. Most of these headboards are, wooden crosses are falling apart. It has like more modern screws in it, which is interesting. There are no names. Looks to be, I don't know, a couple dozen, you think? I didn't count them, but I suppose these little ones are probably children or babies. There's a number of small ones here. So I'd say there's at least 3 children or babies buried in here. Here's a little plaque. Let's go ahead and read it. The identity of those buried in this remote cemetery is forever lost to time. But one man could not leave them behind. For 10 years he tended the graves, so those that were here would not be forgotten. Roland. These are little offerings that people left, I guess for Roland. Got 1 Canadian coin in there. Most awesome, Roland. Thank you for preserving American history. Alright, this is the Bagdad Cemetery. Again, Route 66 is just over the railroad. Do not cross a railroad on foot, because the Pinkerton guys will get you. I hope you enjoyed the visit to the cemetery and, well, the town. We got a twofer on this one. Let's jump back in the truck and go find something else to get into. Hope you join me for it. She'll shake the coins from she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living, or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady.